And we're live.
We're live. We're live.
We're live on this
We're
Monday.
live. Back. Episode 5-4 of the
Yes.
some of
Go
that
try for it.
podcast.
What it
Um,
do, bro?
huh?
Is that what it do?
What it do? What it do?
Monday Night Football.
Hey, Monday Night Football after a real exciting weekend of football. This easy right off the bat. Episode 54. You
Mm-hmm.
know, 54 Chicago Bears great Brian Urlacher, aka MAGA
All
member,
right, see.
aka,
Okay, so you
aka
don't
Donald
need
Trump supporter.
you don't need James this week.
No, we got it. We got it. We
Got
got it.
this week,
We
bro.
got
All
it.
right,
Yeah,
you
we
back on
got it.
track.
Yeah.
All right,
But
good.
we back for another week. I'm Coach Mo. We got Tease over there.
Hey, how y'all
I
doing?
mean, she still ain't forgot y'all. She gonna give y'all a hot 12 bars one of these
I'm gonna
days.
do it next week in the studio, bro.
See, there you go, y'all. We in the
Back.
studio.
Yeah,
Tease got she got us.
yeah, I got y'all.
She got us, y'all. 12 bars coming right off. Hey, look, I don't know, y'all. I don't know if it's gonna be off the dome or she gonna have something prepared. But
I'm
whatever way she bring, it's gonna be fire.
gonna be fire. Trust me, y'all. I got y'all next week. Watch.
Hey, hot fire like Dylan.
Die line. Oh my god. Whoa. Give me 1 second, bro. I gotta it look like my video messed up.
Uh-oh. Rerun.
You know, right? I can hear myself fine, but I feel like my camera is delayed, but we're gonna push forward.
Push forward.
Yep.
How was your week?
Well, last week was good, it was decent, it was busy. This weekend, this Monday now, so it's just starting, but this week gonna be busy, unfortunately for me.
Uh-huh.
Because usually work from home, but we got like office stuff, so I'm in the office all weekend. I'm not happy.
I'm
Yeah,
not happy about that.
not happy about that, man. That working from home has just been like the best thing. Not even so much because of like the work, like I'm still busy. It's
Yeah,
just the fact that you don't have to be social. You ain't gotta do no code switching. You can just be at home, do your work, and
true
not have,
that. True
you
that.
not be
True that.
bothered. So yeah, that's where we at. But yeah, I had a good weekend. I kicked it a little bit, and yeah, I had fun. I
That's
just had,
good.
and yeah, I went out with my cousin a couple times, and me and her hung out.
Y'all get drunk?
No, we got nice
No.
one.
You got nice? Okay.
He get nice one day, but yeah,
Nice is different.
I ain't drunk, but I'm real
Yeah,
nice.
you real nice.
The words of I was gonna say the late great, because it's almost kind of like he did, because they they canceled all his music, so poor R. Kelly, but How's your week though, bro?
My week was it was kind of busy. Saturday was cool. On Saturday, as y'all can see, I cut my beard off. I cut it down.
Had to get rid of it, huh,
Had to
bro?
get rid of it and try
Yeah.
something different, man. This gray something else in this beard, boy. Woo,
You know
gray.
what? It was a thread going around about gray pubic hair. And
Huh?
then when ladies realize that that area down there gets gray, yeah, it was a thread. I saw a thread recently about that.
All right, look, I can feel good about. I ain't never seen gray pubic hair on a female. I feel good about saying that.
That's why they keep it shaved. You
It
can't dye.
really, you can't dye it.
Yeah, so you gotta keep it shaved. Yeah,
You can't be.
shaved, waxed, or
You can't Beijing that shit, right?
hell no. You just want to burn your skin down now. Then you gonna have a different kind of situation.
Shit. Hey, it don't matter. Niggas still going.
Hell yeah.
You know they still going. It don't matter. It don't matter if you do gray, bald,
They don't.
bush.
Yeah, what matters to them is what's in between. So
Indeed, that's why they don't care.
yeah, dudes definitely don't
I
care. So
think I think dudes only cared about that when they was under 25. Other than that, they don't
yeah,
care. They don't
yeah.
care.
Well, because when you're under 25, bro, you think about it. When you were having sex when you were under 25, you were just concerned about getting off, right? You
Yeah,
wasn't really concerned about trying to please a lady and knowing what to do. Y'all didn't really know what y'all was doing at that age.
I ain't care about none of that shit.
Yeah, y'all was just doing it just to do it.
I was I was just trying to see what you on. That
Yeah.
you coming on later. If not, I deuces.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
So
So
yeah, you get older, you think differently. So little stuff don't matter you no more. It's like stretch marks, like
right. Mm-mm.
fupas. None of that matters when you get older.
No, guys definitely don't care about that.
No,
It's a lot of good things under those fupas.
hey, my theory when it comes to fupas.
Yeah.
It's some good coochie on the fupas.
That's what I hear.
You lift it up and
Never had
voila,
it, but
you got a pot of gold when you lift it up.
yeah.
I'm just saying, man, gold under there. But anyway, man,
I could believe that. I can
let me,
believe it. This is
let me stop. 'Cause
not
I know
marinate, not a marinade underneath though.
not a marination, boy.
Yeah.
Like people marinate them ribs the night before.
Stupid. Yeah.
Hey man, that,
Marinate that meat.
hey man, let's get into it. Anyway, man, hey, they people gonna think we crazy. Look, it was a nice sports weekend too. The Las Vegas Aces, they won the WNBA championship.
Congrats to them.
Their
Congrats.
first one,
To
team
them.
history.
Right on cue, bro. So I've
Right
been
on
trying to
cue.
program this shit all day.
Right on. Right on cue.
And I think I ain't practiced the new ones yet, so I ain't gonna use it, but
Okay.
we'll see if they work. But yeah. My clap was on time though.
I watched a little bit of that game too. There was a lot going on that day.
It was. You know what? It's just messed
That's
up that the WNBA, like we always say it, but I just feel like they gotta do something about their promotion in their. They gotta get some more superstars. You know what I'm saying? Because they used to have them. They
yep.
used to have them, but it's just
Yep.
like now. I didn't know. Usually on WNBA, bro, I would know at least one person on each team. I don't really know anybody on the Aces, so I felt
No,
bad.
you sure? You do?
I don't think I did.
Yes, you do,
Who
Tease.
who who I know, bro? Who
You
should I
know, Asia Wilson.
I definitely know her name. I got to see her face.
Um, no, but I know you know her. That might be the only one.
Maybe the
That's
other
like
okay.
the
That
face.
day, yeah, yeah.
She the face of the league.
Okay, okay.
And she won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year this year.
Gotcha.
So she
Gotcha.
had a hell of a year. She had a hell of a
I
year.
know her name. Like I've heard her name, you know, but I don't follow her, so I didn't realize that she was now the face of the league. So
And the
that's
thing,
what's up.
to your point, they do need to market it better. But I always say this, and it's just the truth, because just being around just the game and people, you got to get men to watch the WNBA. That's the issue. Men my age don't
Yeah,
watch. They don't watch it.
yeah,
They just don't watch it. So
yeah.
you end up and you get a lot of women that watch it, but that's not the demographic when it comes to
Sports
sport.
really. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, well, let me ask you this. This is just real question, real talk. Do you
Mhm.
think because like prior to when we were younger in WNBA was like starting off, like the
Yeah.
ladies in their sexuality, that wasn't a thing. And even though you knew there were probably like gay players on there or lesbians or whatever, that wasn't like they didn't really, their sexuality, that was second nature to them playing ball,
Right.
right?
Right.
So I think now it seems like I think one of the players that were straight was saying it seems like you got 85% of the locker room are lesbians, and so I do you think that got anything to do with maybe the lack of male watch?
Oh,
Yeah,
totally. Totally. 100%. I believe that turns off guys like my age and older. That turns them off. They don't want to watch it.
yeah,
They
yeah,
don't. They like a lot of guys. Listen, a lot. Like I hear people on social media talk about how the girls look, how they look. They look too manly or
hmm,
whatever. They need to look more sexy. But here's the thing:
yeah.
it's basketball.
It's
Like
basketball. They're
you're
not gonna
not
be
really
looking
looking
for it.
sexy in basketball.
Yeah, you're not.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like we're gonna be totally honest with it. But
sure. The
you,
basketball, the men don't look sexy.
I mean, you sweating out there, you running.
Yeah,
Like they want some of these dudes not realistic. They want these girls to have their hair down. They want these girls to be with nails on, lipstick. Like,
They want
no.
them to be like that video. I think it's some kind of league. You know that video,
Oh,
bro.
down in Atlanta with them thick
Yeah,
girls.
with them girls. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just know that gym stink. I know it do.
Not only that, that's not good basketball to watch.
It's not good
You just
basketball.
going to look at ass.
You just going to see them, and anybody whose ass is sweating, it don't have to stink, but I can just tell some of them stink. Like if you if you're playing with like in a G string, like I feel like certain
Man,
stuff too much, bro. Like you ain't supposed to have like certain amount of like some tight stuff. It's a limit to it, right? Because it's just
yeah,
our body chemistry. We ain't supposed to have a lot of shit, constrictive down there. And I feel like
right,
y'all got all kinds of infections and
right.
shit going
Being
on in there.
being married and having a daughter, like I learned that it's
Yeah,
not supposed to be a lot of stuff going on down there for
you
women.
ain't supposed to do nothing.
Yeah, it ain't.
Be honest, but
Yeah,
watch.
women don't have to,
No.
women don't need to wear jock straps
Mm-mm.
or whatever. Like they don't need to have nothing constricted.
Yeah, technically, cotton is really the best thing you're supposed to. It's a sensitive area. I
Yeah,
mean, and it ain't supposed to have all kinds of fragrances, and you definitely shouldn't be playing basketball in the G string. Like,
no, you shouldn't. And
yeah,
again, like that's another thing. Like I don't even know. I can't even sit here and tell you how these girls prepare what they wear when they hoop. Like I know what dudes wear underneath,
mm-hmm.
and dudes wear it for a lot of reasons
For
to each
sure.
their own. So
Yeah,
I can't even imagine what women have to do to prepare to wear, whatever they got to do to play basketball, let alone go to practice. So
yeah, yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
But
Yep,
I
yep.
love the WNBA. I've been a WNBA fan since it
Yeah,
started.
you have, you have. Yeah,
I love
you've been consistent with your support of them. So
because it's basketball. Like I love basketball, and if you
right,
play the right way and it's exciting, I don't care if you're a woman. Like
right,
it don't matter to me. I love to see them hoop because they compete hard.
right,
They to me, I think they play a different style of basketball, obviously, which
right,
I like, but it's
right,
exciting.
right. No, I agree. I agree. I don't disagree with you. I
Now,
don't disagree with you, bro.
yesterday, I know the Bears played yesterday. They played some team in Wisconsin.
Oh, jeez.
Um, the Bears lost.
Yeah,
That team in Wisconsin won.
they got
Um,
our number, bro.
you know what, T? I'm gonna be honest with you, that's really all I got. I really don't want to talk about it. It's not that I'm mad.
Yeah,
I just really don't want to talk about it because it's not shocking to me that
yeah,
they lost.
yeah.
So
They
yeah.
they I don't know, bro. It's something about that team that just I don't know. We I don't know. They got our number for sure.
Oh yeah, 7 straight. They won 7 straight games against the Bears. So
Yeah. They got our number for sure. Like I don't know, like I said, I don't know I don't know what it is, but they got us, bro.
they do,
Yeah.
but it's okay. Like
Depressing. Bears fans woke up depressed this morning for sure.
listen, when dude up there number 12 retires, the Packers gonna be in hell again. Just watch.
Yeah.
They're gonna
As
be
they
in,
should.
they're gonna be in hell. Just wait. But it's okay right now. All the Packers fans, I understand. Packers been on one this morning on Facebook.
Yeah, they've been at our heads this morning, bro.
I just been letting them get their shit off. At this point, it don't even matter to me. But it's okay.
Rightfully so. I mean, shit, they have our. I mean, I don't know what it is about. I don't know. I don't even because I don't know, bro. Because the Packers ain't what they used to be. So I don't understand. Like I don't know. I don't know.
Because it's
They
dude,
turn
man.
up. They turn up for us. I don't know.
They want to beat the Bears, and what you know what? Fuck them. That's all I gotta say. Fuck 'em.
I'm with
We'll see what happens in a couple of years when dude retires, and we're gonna see where the Packers gonna be at.
I'm
We're gonna
I'm
see.
with you there, bro. I'm with you there.
We're gonna see. But uh, over the weekend, me and the wife we saw Woman King.
So, what's your thoughts about that? I mean, I
That's
haven't
a good
seen
ass
it. I
movie.
definitely plan on going to see it this weekend.
Good ass movie, Tease.
Okay, because it's been getting backlash. Of course, and people were like boycotting the movie, saying boycott it because it was like, oh, they had some inaccurate stuff, and then people had problems with their depiction of the Africans in the African participation in the slave trade, right? So people had problems with that. But anyway, I've been hearing nothing but good things about it, though.
Well, listen. This is. I don't know, man. I don't know. Sometimes I just think us black people that are so woke, sometimes we just take the fun out of just a movie and just forget about like, hey, this is Viola Davis. She did a fucking outstanding job in this movie. This
Mm-hmm.
young girl who played in the movie, she was fabulous. Like the story, like everything, like the message behind the movie. We forget that it's a movie. We
Right,
always try to like dissect, well,
right.
this and that. Like,
And
listen,
it's loosely based. It's not. They did not. It's not like a biography where even in biographies, it's be loosely based on a person's life. It's they got to put some stuff in there to make a whole movie. Like it's not a documentary.
everybody's
It's a
not privy,
movie.
everybody's not privy to history unless you take the time to pick up a book and read about slavery.
Right.
Me and you know that yes, Africans did sell slaves.
Absolutely.
However, however, not only Africans sold slaves, a lot of a lot of different people, cultures
Yeah.
sold slaves
Right.
because at that time that was a way of life.
Right.
That was their commerce, so to speak.
Sure.
That that's what it was.
And even with that, bro, even with that, people have to understand that before slavery, how we know it in United States and how we knew it, like the Western version of slavery, or what they call chattel slavery, that that it wasn't like that before then. That was the
Right.
it wasn't a barbaric situation where they was taking kids, separating the families. That wasn't doing it. It was more so like you said, commerce in the sense of so we taking over this land, right? We having a battle. We take these people, and they are part of this country now. And it was more so just like y'all got to work for us, right?
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
of them, some countries, like even some of those countries over there, like they worked, but they could work there for their freedom too. And they kept they didn't change their last name. They didn't, separate families. It was more so y'all have to work our land, or different things or whatever. But it wasn't the barbaric that we know, here in the United States or here in the islands, or you know, um South America. Like it wasn't that version of slavery. That was something new. And those people, even the African, the some of those countries, I remember seeing documentary where when they realized too late, like of what was happening over,
Yeah.
they didn't
Oh,
they didn't really
yeah.
understand that when they was trading their people, that this is what that looked like. So, and they kind of found out too late, but
Man. People been like reading too much into
but
the
it's
movie.
stupid though, bro. Because literally, like one of the first things in Roots, they show it's people always overlook that part of that documentary. Like early on in the movie, they're showing it's an actual trade. Like
Yeah.
white people didn't really go over there and just like in some parts they didn't really go over there and just start shooting people. And in some cases, sure, but in general, it was a slave trade. So we're gonna give y'all some guns. Y'all give us, you know 20,000 people. You know what I'm saying? That's
And in the movie, you're gonna see a dialogue like that,
yeah,
where
yeah.
the king sat down with the freaking traders, and
Mhm.
they basically worked out, hey, you over here in my kingdom, okay, you got to give us something, and we'll give you something. Like that's
Right.
how they did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, did you see the movie?
I didn't see it yet. I didn't see it, but I'm definitely going to see it this weekend.
It's
So,
dope. It's done very very well. It's authentic because there's a lot of Africans in the movie.
yeah.
It's very authentic. It's good. It's the dialogue is good. The action scenes is good. The message is powerful.
Yeah.
Um,
I
I'm,
didn't hear nothing but good things. Before people were boycotting based upon what they heard before even seeing it, and so which is silly to me. But they were doing that. But since it's released, I've been hearing nothing but good things from everybody who's seen it. Like
this,
literally all on my feed. Anybody that saw it, I've heard good things. So I can't wait to go see it this weekend.
I was joking around on Facebook because I had said that we here to see this feminist movie, but I was joking around. But
Yeah,
a lot of people took me serious. But the movie is nothing like that. It's
it's not. That's what I
when you
mean.
watch the movie, it's nothing like that
That's
at
what
all.
I hear. I was like, people have this impression that it's another movie that's silencing the voice of men, but it's not.
It's not a, and to be honest, I ain't gonna spoil it. But to be honest, what it does is really uplift the black man, the
Yeah,
king. It
yeah,
really does uplift the, and when you'll see what I'm talking about when you do watch the movie,
yeah.
you
That's what I
definitely gonna
heard.
see it. But
Yeah, I heard he went for that.
yeah, this is a really good movie. Um, the way they ended it, though, I'm gonna say this: the way they ended it, it sound like it may be a part two, sort of, or something. Like
Okay,
the way they ended it,
okay.
it was good. It
Kind of
was
left
really
you
good.
hanging. Yeah, I can't wait to go see it. It's definitely my kind of. I like historical. I like documentaries, but I like his history based movies anyway.
Yeah,
So I'm looking forward to it.
I went to Lake Theater, by the way.
But that don't that's by the crib. So
Yeah, I went to Lake Theater. I like going to Lake Theater.
I do too. It's usually pretty decent over there. I think
It's good.
I saw the good thing about I mean, I saw one movie over there that was too crowded for me. It was when I went to go see Black Panther with my family. And I was glad I had saw Black Panther in the movie 3 times, right?
Uh huh.
By the time I saw it, it was the third time, which was I was happy because for some reason that theater and it was in, you know how loud the theaters are, right?
Mm-hmm.
For some reason that particular the particular room we were in, only like the front speakers are working. And so it was
Okay.
very hard to hear. Plus,
Okay.
we had a whole bunch of black people in there, and you know how we are in movies, bro.
Yep. I already know.
Knock 'em up, so you know, it was
I
like
already know.
that was your first time seeing a movie. You was pissed off because I was like, I can't hear, and then you know how we be talking in movies, like, yeah, it was not
Here-
a good experience.
Here's the question I want to know, and I had asked Samira this in the movie theater. So when the movie went off, right, the credit
Mhm.
went off, everybody started clapping. Why do people clap at the end of a movie?
I don't know, but you know, it's funny. I like to kick off the crowd.
For real?
Like to kick it out. Me and my sister Britt, shout out to Britt. I don't know what it
Ooh,
is. It's the funniest thing, bro, because like a white person thing, right? And you know what
yeah.
else? You know what else I kick it off with? When I'm on an airplane and we land, I like to
Clap.
kick off the clap there too. And
Yes.
it was like I one year we was out of town and my grandma was with us, my grandma Barbara, and that was like a little joke to have to start the slow clap all the time. So when we were in the limo coming home and we arrived and then she started the slow clap like we made it home. We died laughing, bro. It was like so
Slow
hilarious
clap.
because
That that.
it rubbed off on my grandma. Yeah, that yeah. It was too funny. I was like,
Oh
"Grandma."
man,
She was like, I did it right." I was like, "Yeah, that was on time, grandma."
it was perfect. It was perfect.
It was perfect. Yeah, that I don't know. That slow clap is funny as hell.
It's just funny to me. We in the movie that I'm laughing because people just start clapping. Smile like, why you laugh? I'm like, because everybody like the clapping is funny to me.
Yeah, because all it takes is one person to do it, and then
That's all
everybody.
it takes. That's all it takes.
I'm telling you, if it moves to me, and I'm trying to be, if I'm being silly that day, I cook it out for real.
You kick it off.
I'll kick it off. Yep.
Now, dude that played the king in the movie, what's his name? John. What's his name?
It's his name. I think his name is
Uh,
what's his name? Is it John
John Boyega.
Boyega? Yeah. I always mispronounce his last name. Yeah, Boyega. Yeah.
He was really good in the movie, and I see
The UK
he
actor.
he caught some backlash over his comments about how he just prefers black women. He says he needs a black woman. He prefers
Mhm,
a black woman, and
mhm.
that's all he wants is a black woman. And,
I ain't mad at him.
and I guess some people got offended.
Who's getting offended though? If you ain't black,
I
why
think
you
the
offended?
I safe to say that people who look like us, I don't think they got offended.
No. So why do we care if anybody else was offended? You're not even black. So what does it matter? I
First,
mean, because if he was saying he preferred white people, nobody would say anything.
nobody would say
I
nothing.
wouldn't be offended then if he said, I prefer my women, looking like mayonnaise. Nobody would
Listen,
care.
I have no problem with somebody when they say this is my preference,
You mean
because
either?
that means okay, that's what you like.
Yeah,
That's not nothing. I have no control over that.
yeah.
He didn't demean white women. He didn't
No, he
demean
did not.
Hispanic women.
He did
He
not,
just said, "I prefer black women. I love black women." In the
bro,
story.
bro. But I loved him for that because so many people don't say that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody try to be politically correct, and they'll be like, "Yeah, I'm married to a beautiful black woman," but very few celebrities verbally say that I prefer. And it's my preference to date a black woman. Like they shy away from that, because of they want to be politically correct. And to me, it is politically correct to say that you prefer somebody in your race. It's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's nothing wrong
Not
with that.
in his reasoning, it wasn't any like you said, it didn't demean, any other race. It's the simple fact that to be black in this world, I feel I will connect better with the woman that is black in this world because she
Yeah.
understands, and I don't want to have to come home and turn off my blackness and be PC in my own house because I want to go home and say, babe, can you believe this? And she gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Like it's a different understanding that we have for each other. Like,
She
I get
definitely gonna know what he's talking about
I
because she
get it.
definitely understands it. She
Yes.
understands it. She
That's
understands.
why and someone in his position, I get why, you need that. You need that. And it's nothing against the other ladies, like, but it's when it comes to that partnership, I absolutely understand why he says that. But I just was happy that you don't hear that. You don't hear people. You don't even hear black men saying that. Not
No,
on
you
that
don't.
level. You don't really hear black men
No.
saying, "I love and I need a black woman in our life," because you, especially, bro. We was talking about a couple weeks ago in this climate with the dating, and it's the men versus women, and you got the Kevin Samuels, and then you got the Kendra G's, and you got all these people that
Yeah.
have these platforms where it's
All of it.
divisive. You know what I'm saying? It's so divisive. So to see a black man saying that, I loved it.
It's
I
refresh.
already liked him, but I liked him even more.
It's refreshing when it's to
Absolutely.
hear him say that.
As a black woman, yeah.
You got a lot of other dudes. They tiptoe around it. You know what I mean? They don't
Mhm.
really say it. You know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They'll just when they get to it, they'll be like, "Yeah, I want my wife is black." Some of them, and they'll be just be like, but that's not why I married her, or I've dated all kinds of like it's always they kind of put like a preference, a disclaimer, I should say, behind it of
Yeah.
your reasoning for being a black man marrying a black woman. Yeah, because it's different. Everybody's not like I don't know.
Hey, I'm proud of the brother. More power to him. I mean, like I said, the black woman probably, no disrespect, but they understand the black man more so than any other race
Absolutely.
because they're black, but they just understand the plight
Well,
of
because we are black. Yeah, because
because they understand the plight of this of being a black man in this
yeah,
world.
because we
They
black.
if I come home and be like, "Fuck, man, the police just harassed me, pulled me over," she gonna understand that.
Right. Because we're both black.
Right, she gonna understand that.
Yeah.
She and a lot of black women understand that black men deal with a lot of stuff from
Absolutely.
emotional thing, mental awareness part of it, going
Absolutely.
out here every day, going to work, trying to do this. They understand that. So I understand what he said. I need a black woman.
Yeah.
When he said that, I felt him on that.
I felt it in
Get
I
him.
felt it in my
I
spirit.
get
I'm
him.
like, well, if you like a little older woman, you like them a little juicy, you can call 'em. Let me hit this DM.
He definitely wasn't shooting at you for that.
Okay, he wasn't all right. I felt it, like
I mean, it's
how y'all
cool.
feel. I feel when y'all felt like when Ari talking to y'all. Like I feel like he was talking to me. Like
Well, Ari,
give me my moment.
All right, I'm gonna give you a moment.
Thank
You
you.
you can have your moment.
Rain on my parade.
Yeah,
Dang.
you can have your moment. You got it. You got it.
Thank you. Give me
You
let
got
me,
it.
let me
Man.
feel
You
the
right.
love.
You right. He was speaking to you,
Yes.
black woman. That's
Yes.
what he was doing.
Shout out to John Boyega. Well, we needed that. Seriously. We did. We
He,
needed that.
he had time on that day, boy. He
He,
fired right
he,
back.
even it was funny. He even came at Charlemagne.
He did. He
He
did.
was like, because he's like, because you say a lot of black stuff. He was like, is your wife black? He was like, yeah, my wife black. He was like, I'm just checking. He's like, because a lot of times people that say that they be blackly black, and they be going home to,
Yeah, then we going home to
to a little clear lady.
we're going home to Karen.
Yeah, yeah. It's unfortunately it be like that. Not unfortunately, like you marry who you marry. Absolutely, I do believe that there are a lot of people that are different races that fell in love, and that's their thing. You know
They
what
think
I'm saying?
they
They
think.
think, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's a beautiful thing. But I also think it's a beautiful thing to have, someone in your same race, your same culture to understand you. I think it's a difference. So, I think sometimes too, especially if you grew up in a diverse environment, I
Yeah.
understand those people, what I'm saying, that have dated different races and they probably may end up with somebody else different.
Right,
But
right, right.
those of us who grew up around black people, more than likely, that's how we want to end up with. But
But Dr. Uma ain't trying to hear that though.
no, we're not talking about. I
Dr.
hear,
Uma,
what do you say?
Dr. Uma be like, look, first of all, your wife's white. So we're gonna stop all the black talk right there.
Right. Right, and then he got to repeat. You got to repeat it 5 times, bro. You got to be like, black men should marry black women.
Oh
Okay,
man.
black men should marry black. He gonna repeat it 5 times. Black men should marry
It's
black women.
consciousness
Yeah.
over
Yes. Yeah, that's his thing. That's his thing right there.
it's politics over punani.
Yes. Yes.
Hey
That's
boy.
he be wild, boy.
Ooh, Dr. Umar is something else, man. He is something else.
He
He
be
is
wild.
something. Hey, speaking of fake outrage, what's up with this little mermaid thing? Like, this is really like I've been laughing at it. Like, I've been trying like to pay attention, but this is really fake. This is really fake
Fake
outrage,
news, right? It's fake news.
man.
Like, you know what? Sometimes I wonder. I be
What
trying.
happened? So the people who might not be familiar, what happened?
So if anybody been under a rock this week, this past week, the Disney released a little snippet of the upcoming remake of um Little Mermaid. And so what they've been doing, even from Lion King into Pinocchio that just came out, they've been doing kind of like um a combination of like real. They've been making the movies like a real version versus animation, right?
Okay,
It may be some kind of like CGI in there or some kind of in there, but for the most part, they've been kind of putting like real people in the movies, right?
okay.
So they got a remake coming out with the girl Chloe Bailey. She's gonna be playing a Little Mermaid. She's gonna be playing Ariel, and so it's like people are mad because she's black. First of all, she's the lightest black person in the movie, right? I mean, she's super light skinned. So the fact that y'all are already mad, she's damn near the same color as the cartoon already. So
Yeah, 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 yeah.
if we really think about it, she's damn near the same color as the cartoon. Um, but I mean, in their attempt, like I said, to do like a live version of these movies, she's a perfect person because she has a beautiful voice.
She does. She
Like
really
I said,
does.
her skin tone matches the mermaid anyway. But so what if she's black? She in the water, and if you're thinking about where you know historically, for the most part, warm climate,
Right, right,
warm climate, places are typically people of color,
right.
especially like islands and things of that nature. So, and then you had even in the original movie, the little crab was like Jamaican or something. So you're gonna have a Jamaican crab in there, and then you want like a white area. Get that goofy shit out of here. I mean, she's black. Get over it. Like it doesn't even. It doesn't even. I mean, I like what Disney is doing because it take this kind of stuff, bro, on purpose. Like the world has been so white all our lives. When we was little, we wasn't thinking. We Princess Tiana was not. We couldn't even imagine that. That wasn't.
No, no, we didn't imagine that.
I was white, 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 right? Snow White, Cinderella, all this shit. So the world is not white, and so white people have a problem. We need to get over it. The world is not white, but it's like finally we in a position, bro, like where
If it's white, it's right.
white, yeah, no. So it's just they have a problem because the world has been so white for so long, bro, and now it's
Yeah,
getting more color, but it takes for people to do it on purpose. So I don't have no problem with them purposely getting a girl a black girl to do it. Like even if you watch Marvel movies now, if you watch the TV shows, they're purposely, doing inclusive things, which has
yeah.
to happen. So I don't have a problem with it. The Miss Marvel, the little girl is she's Pakistani and she's Muslim.
She's Muslim. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's
yeah.
just they're
They
putting
have a
different
fit.
things to what's common, and I like that. I used to be a Disney fan like that, but I like what they're doing now, so I ain't mad at them.
I ain't mad at them either. I don't listen. I don't have a problem with inclusion, man, if it's done correctly.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm cool with that. And then, especially in a sense like Marvel movies and with Little Mermaid, I mean, why y'all upset over something that's fictional?
It's a damn fish.
It's
It's
fictional.
fictional. It's a mermaid. It's a
Yeah, it's the mermaid.
mythical character.
Yeah. I mean,
Who
for
cares?
for years they tried to put a white Cleopatra in movies,
They
and we
did.
and
Not
we know
they did.
and we know goddamn well she's
We know
actress,
damn
not white,
well. No.
not white.
Everything, but you know what somebody posted today that cracked me up? They said if y'all for y'all that's mad that the little mermaid is white, wait till y'all meet Jesus. I mean, he's black. I
And for
don't know.
ye- and for years, in every school, everywhere you go, they had a blonde hair,
It's
blue eyes
still not for years, bro.
picture.
It's still like that.
I mean, but again, like, hey, when they find out that he's not white, they're gonna be like, "Oh boy, the Dave Chappelle. Remember the skit he did when they took the mask?"
Uh-huh.
They
I mean,
gonna
the
be
whole Bible is not white. That's the crazy thing. There's very little in the Bible that references Europeans, period. It's very little that references them, period. When you study the Bible for real, it's very little in there that is even addressed to them. It's a black book about black people at that
in
time.
what part of the
We're
world?
not taught about that. We're not
What
taught
part of
that
the
it's
world?
about brown people. It's in Africa.
That's what people forget.
In Africa, mostly in the Middle East, and
In the
even if
middle,
you even if you include parts of Asia, in the lower parts of Asia, those are brown people.
yeah,
Those
yeah,
Pakistani people, those Indian people, the real Indians that are from the area of India, those Indian people, and then even if you go into Asia, like the or like the Philippines and all that stuff, those are brown people, not necessarily black, but they're not white. That's what I'm trying to say. it's
right.
it's a book about brown people, and it's very few reference unless you're talking about when the Romans and things of like that nature, in them invading those areas, sure, but
Which, in the Bible they came after.
yeah,
So that's if you like honestly, like I know people having issues with the Bible and all this, but the Bible does start with a history lesson.
it's all in history.
I
All
mean,
the, all the Old Testament is history. And
yes,
even if you don't want to read the Bible, you can read the Torah and it's all history. And to be
it's still
quite
the same
honest with
thing.
you, the
Yeah.
Quran has a lot of the same history as the Bible because they
Mhm.
all came from the same area. Some parts where they broke off and they had differences. That's what makes that Quran, that's what makes it the Torah what it is, and what have the Bible. But in general, that history is all the same. History is it is what it is because they're
Yep.
all descendants of Abraham. But I ain't finna give a Bible
Abraham.
lesson right now. But it's
No,
and
right.
you know what too? It makes me upset because black people, I feel like some people they use that for an excuse of why they ain't go to church no more. And that's fine. But I feel like in this information age, you'll accept inaccuracies of other stuff, right? But of what we were taught. But then when we learn about the Bible and we say, and you could say what the Bible is it's white people and all this stuff, or That's white Jesus. But if you can acknowledge the other stuff that was mistaught to us, and then somebody tried to reteach you what the Bible was about, why don't you accept that?
Yeah.
Because
Bingo.
it's spirit nature, and then it's gonna cause you to do other stuff, like to take self inventory spiritually. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to deal with the spirit life. That's all it is. But
Hey, if you don't want to go to church, just say you don't want to go to church.
you ain't gotta go to church.
Yeah.
But don't tell me nothing about white Jesus, because people don't even acknowledge black Jesus. So that's not your reason why you're not one. I
Exactly.
mean, we're I feel like as a people, to be honest, I won't prolong you, but as a people, I think we're past white Jesus. I think we're past that. Like I think we all are all in agreement at this point that Jesus is not white. I think we're clear on that. So
Hey,
that excuse it don't rock with me, because I think we're past that.
even Father Flager said that.
Yeah, we're past that. We're not even in that delusion anymore. You know
And
what I'm
Negroes
saying?
love Father Flager. So hey,
Yeah, they
if he
do.
said, oh hey,
They do. I think we're past that, bro. So
I think we've been past it.
we
And
can move on. We can just
we can move
acknowledge
on
that
from that.
searching for us, and that's what it is, you know?
Just like the homie posted in the group today, he was like, you got Al Pacino. He literally played he's an Italian dude, but
Mhm.
he's playing a Puerto Rican drug dealer in one of the most famous movies of all time, Carlito's Way. And
Fact.
nobody said a word.
No. No.
Nobody said a word.
Yeah, it wasn't it Robert Downey Jr. that had that black face in Tropic Thunder?
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he actually had blackface. So
Blackface song. Yeah.
and y'all love Iron Man. So
Yeah. Exactly.
and I don't
That's
understand.
why it's like y'all gotta just chill, man. Like
Take
y'all,
out right, like you said, bro.
because y'all fed us a white Cleopatra. Like for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah,
Like,
that's why it I mean, even the story of Moses, like the Ten Commandments, that one that they be showing every year around Easter. I don't hate the Ten Commandments. I hate that movie. Cause it's all these white people in there trying to pay like Egyptians and trying to play
yeah.
Hebrews. And I'm like, it's just I don't want to see that.
Mel,
Past that.
Mel
I don't
Gibson
want to see.
gave us a white Jesus.
They gave us a white Jesus, Passion of the Christ, same thing. Like, no. I don't that's it's not because that's why some Christian movies and some even Christian people um certain preachers search it's they preach, they don't even understand. I think they teach from such a white perspective, you know what I'm saying? And not that race so much matters when it comes to acceptance of Christ, but I feel like it is the truth should be taught, period.
To be taught.
You
Yeah,
know
should
what I'm
be taught.
saying?
Yep. No, I've just been listening. I mean, reading all this fake outrage and looking at
Definitely.
the little video on YouTube and all these dislikes, over 1 million dislikes. And I'm like, man, I
That's
like.
disgusting. But how many of you think how much of that you think was maybe like robots too, bro?
I bet a lot. I bet up on 500,000 of them was
Probably
bot.
was, yeah. And I think too sometimes it be people be needing news stories, and I think they probably promote the stuff more than it probably actually is, just to get a rise of the people. So
Listen, my daughter wants to see the movie,
I'm going to see it. I
so
don't
I'm going
really
to
like
see it with my
romantic
daughter.
stuff like that, but
I'm
I'm
taking
going
her
to
to see
see it.
it. You know,
Yeah, it matters, bro. And to be honest, the little kids, the little girls don't even really care.
no, they don't.
They
Because
don't
again,
even if
here's my
Ariel was
thing:
white, they still want to see it.
kids don't really give a shit what color you are.
They
They
don't.
don't care.
You have
That's
to teach
their
kids that.
brain. Have to
You
be
have
taught to them.
Yeah. When little kids go to when they're younger and they're unaware, all they know, this is my friend.
That's
This
it.
that's how it should be. But
That's
then they
it.
grow up and they realize, you know what, I'm different. And then from there they learn, they start learning things that, just about how life is. And it's
That's it.
unfortunate,
Even, I,
And they
even
kids, they don't care.
even with sports, like when you on the court on the field, that shit don't matter.
Yeah.
All you know is that dude over there don't have the same jersey on as I do, but this dude next to me, he got on the same jersey as me. So
Right.
right now we got one goal to beat
Yeah.
them. All that other that it's all that's learned behavior, man. Like these kids, man, you see these kids at these parks, they be playing together, laughing and shit, and
Mhm.
like these kids don't don't know what the fuck make America great again.
They don't
They
understand.
don't know. They
Yeah,
don't know nothing about none of that shit, man. They
somebody had to teach them that.
right. They just want to play, watch cartoons, and do kitty shit. It's
Yeah,
not until they get older when they get around certain people, uncle or auntie or somebody, and they be well, those people over there, they steal.
yeah,
Here we
absolutely right.
go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
when that's when it
They
gets
put those little things in their head. Yeah.
yeah, it does.
I remember this little clip. It was years ago. It was a little black girl and a little white girl. They was like maybe like in kindergarten, and they had been going to school with each other since they were like in preschool, I think. And then maybe they were a little bit older than kindergarten, but they were really young, and they called themselves twins because their names are really similar, right? Let's say one girl name was Ariel and the other one name was Terriel. So they had real similar names.
Okay.
They had almost their birthdays were like a day apart. They was like really they liked the same things. They were like so they called themselves twins, and they was like they sisters because they had the same birthday basically. They named
Normal.
the same, and they were white. One girl was white, one little girl was black, and they was just like the best of friends. And I thought that was like the cutest thing because in their minds we are similar. We the same, like like she got my birthday, our names the
Yeah.
same. I like this toy. She like this toy. And I mean, like, it's innocent because, like you said, they're gonna grow up and then eventually they're gonna be aware of, the how the world is made. But it's just like at that time was so that was just so cute, so innocent. I was like, man, I wish we could all grow up with that innocence. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? But
That innocence. Exactly.
it's just not like that.
But it's not like that,
Yeah.
unfortunately, because it's still you still got evil out here.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Because
still got
all white people
element.
ain't like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Or teaching their kids hate and things like that. Some of them just living it. Some of them are unaware. Not saying unaware, but sometimes when you have to when the world is already made for you, it's hard to come up out of that white comfort. You know what I'm saying?
It is. It
They
is.
don't recognize it that way until somebody may tell them that. You know what I'm saying? So
And Charlemagne said some real shit one time. He was like, he was like, you really expect white people to come out that comfort zone and give up their white privilege after having it for so long? He was,
yeah,
it's not gonna happen.
yeah,
They're not gonna relinquish that power.
yeah,
For real shit.
yeah. That's what Chris Rock said. He said in his one of his stand-ups, he was like, "It's not a white man in this building that would trade places with me, and I'm
Oh
rich."
yeah, he did say that. He did say that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just watched that too. Yeah,
yeah.
just
He,
watched
I mean,
that.
but
Yeah,
that's facts
it
because
is fact.
it's a privilege that just from being the poorest white man has a certain privilege in this country just from being white. You know what I'm saying? So
There you
because
go.
the rules were made for white people, the laws were made with the white men, and not
Yep.
just white people, white men.
Right,
The
man.
laws were made for white men and are lenient to them. So hey,
Facts. Hey man, look, I listen. I understand. I get it. Our job when you get a certain age is to learn how to maneuver through the bullshit.
yeah,
Don't ever take disrespect.
yeah,
Don't ever feel like your blackness is being questioned or disrespected.
yeah,
But you gotta learn how to move through that shit.
absolutely, and yep,
And
you
and
do.
with the Little Mermaid, can you imagine these little girls and boys? They got iPads. They on
Hmm.
YouTube. Now if they see that little trailer and they read something from a comment or whatever,
Right,
they're gonna go to their parents and be like, "Well,
mhm,
mom, dad, this person says Little Mermaid should not be black."
right,
What are their parents supposed to say?
right, yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Now they
And
gotta have this conversation
you
about a
got to have an
cartoon,
uncomfortable conversation with a 8-year-old,
about Ariel,
a fake fish.
a fake fish.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like it's sometimes, man. We it's just this country, boy. I just woo.
This world, we just too we do more damage to ourselves than needed.
We sure do, especially about this type of shit.
Yeah, it's dumb. Means
It's
nothing.
real dumb.
It's
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 a
very dumb.
cartoon and just get over it.
And well, the last thing we gotta talk about. Let's talk about this immigrant stuff with
Mm,
these governors dropping off immigrants in busing city states.
They
Uh,
off the chain for that shit, bro.
well, first of all, it's three governors doing it, right, or two governors. The
I know.
governor in Texas and the
Yeah,
governor in Florida, right?
and I think the governor of Arizona too.
So it's three governors doing it. They're all
Yeah.
three Republican governors.
Mm-hmm.
Two of them will probably be presidential candidates coming up soon, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them, this country really don't want to be the president because if he
Two
does,
of them. We really don't. For sure.
well, I know two of them, but one in Florida,
Yeah.
you don't want him making decisions
Yeah.
at all
He's a
because
complete. I don't know. It's a. I flip a coin between who's the dumbest.
when it comes to the dumbest or choose the lesser of the two evils, I don't really think that you can't choose because the one in Florida, I think he's just the devil underneath the skin.
Yeah.
He dumb as a box of rocks. Like the
Yeah.
shit he says about science, uh, governing the country. I still to this day like who the fuck voted for him?
You gotta wonder, like, did your mother have sex with her brother, and that's how you were created? Because something ain't right. Like your
Something ain't
brain
right.
is
Something
just
ain't right.
not all together.
Like
Because
it's
you're saying this shit out loud.
yes, out loud. Like again, before we get into the immigrant thing, like if he imagine if he was the president and we had another pandemic.
Bro, well, shit. I can't imagine it because we just went through with Trump. So unfortunately, I can't imagine it.
But if him, he ain't gonna listen to nobody. He
I,
just gonna
who
he
the hell
gonna
did
tell him
Trump listen to?
no. At least Trump still had people advising the country to do this and that. He gonna be like, look, take some fucking Tylenol. He gonna tell motherfuckers just keep living your life. It's just a
Yeah,
cold.
bro. Trump told us drink bleach, bro. Come on. He had us up there. He actually was talking about drinking bleach. That's what I'm saying. I don't even to say. I hear what you're saying because he's equal dummy. To me, they're equal dummy.
Equal dummy.
I
Equal.
don't even. I can't say I can't imagine because we literally just lived through Trump. So I don't even to say I can't imagine either one of these dudes being president. It'll be a lie because we thought it was what even outside of them. I still think Trump is a bigger joke, but this man was our real whole ass president. So if our country was that dumb and half of our country voted for this man, come on, that other half that wants that type of leader is still sitting there waiting to get another person back in there.
Yeah.
And that's
And
the problem with the Democrats is that they were so focused on just getting Trump out of office and they don't they had no plan for nothing else. No
now
plan for really changing things. And that's why like so much stuff they do is hitting the wall because y'all really ain't playing for this stuff.
well, I know one thing. These governors decided to say, hey, you Democrat states, you governors that want these immigrants to come to your state, well, guess what? We're gonna put them on a bus, and we're gonna send the bus to your state, and now you do whatever you want with them. And
That's trash.
that's hey man, you talking about that's
I
some crazy shit, man.
Bro, they playing political games with people's lives.
They are.
And I
They
feel sorry for the immigrants that really are seeking asylum and coming over here to for real reasons. Like the thing is, it's just like I don't understand. I don't under. They have to be in a real bad situation to want to come over to America because America, we don't even have clean water in Mississippi. We don't have clean water in Michigan, and we're by the fucking lake. So, I mean, you're gonna be at a disadvantage if you're coming here poor in America. You know, even though there's some subsidies and things they give certain aid to people that come over as immigrants, but it's not. You might be better off staying where you at. I don't know. I don't know because I know where you're coming from, but the the it's just ignorant people, bro. Like that, you know, that I don't, that they don't get it. They just don't get it. You got these people with their families coming from. They already had time coming over here. They've been sitting in Florida or sitting in Texas for all this time. Oh, we're gonna fly y'all to, or we're gonna bus y'all to Chicago. Or we're gonna
Yeah,
bus y'all to, you know, DC, and it's just terrible, man. To play these political games with people's lives, like that's disgusting and disturbing.
busting them to the three most major populated cities in the country,
That's already right.
and telling these governors, all right, so if you really an asylum seeking state, let's see how much you really offer immigrant rights. And
Right.
basically, they just putting them on blast. They putting the
Yeah,
Democrat governors on blast. Like,
absolutely.
let's see how you do now.
Absolutely. And you know what? If your state is that, then you should take care of people. But it makes you wonder too, bro, how they step into action for this. Um
Yeah,
but because they're playing political games. But these cities already have people that are in disadvantages that are not being taken care of. That ain't nobody snapping their fingers to help the people that are in poverty in here that are
it, it,
were born here.
yep,
They are
yep,
not immigrants. You know what I'm saying?
yep.
So we can set up. We can absolutely immediately, and I'm not saying like these people don't deserve this, right? I'm not saying they shouldn't have shelter, they shouldn't have health care and all that, but it's people that's in your city right now in Chicago that don't have health care, don't have stable living, and you know what I'm saying? And I feel like they drag their feet for that. But now because we want to play political games, oh, we got it. Yeah, they can come here. We'll take care of them and that pisses me off. It's bogus on both
And people,
sides, bro. On both sides.
they got like the bus that came here. They got them in the La Quinta Hotel,
Yeah, in Elk Grove. It
Elgrove.
was right down the street from my job.
They got them people staying there, and then they had people outside picketing, and upset that these immigrants are here.
Because it's again, bro, just how that propaganda that was happening with the purge, right? They were saying the purge law.
Oh yeah,
You
oh
got
yeah,
these Republicans that again want to make immigrants and want to make people of color, want to make Hispanics, want to make us the face of crime in America. So they'll say stuff like, "Oh yeah, they're gonna come over here and y'all busting them in, and they're gonna rape your women, and they're gonna do this, and they're gonna like they got
yeah,
this bullshit that they sell to because they feel like they don't because they want this just everything to be stay white basically.
pretty much,
You know what I'm saying? And so they
pretty
say
much.
that they put these lies about people. Ain't nobody coming over here stealing, and no more than people that's already over here that's stealing. Period. And the only reason why it's not as many white people or white per people in jail for those same crimes because they got lawyers and because they white and because they're not getting pulled over as much as black people. So they're
They
not
got
getting caught
lawyers,
as much as it doesn't mean they're not doing it. It means they're not getting caught and they're not being charged or not
right,
being sentenced for the same stuff. So
right, right.
that ain't the message. The message is, oh, here's the robbery, and then they put this fake stuff out there, and then they want to put black Hispanics as the face of crime, and it's like, no, crime is your neighborhood.
Pretty much.
So wherever you live, that's what it's your neighborhood. I watch
Because
enough crime TV to know that.
we all watch TV. We all
Listen,
watch TV.
yes,
Like you really think that in Little Village they're not killing each other? You really think in Little Village they're not robbing each other? Like you
yeah,
really think that? Like people out here
all that
really
stuff.
think they only think it's happening in North Lawndale, Auburn Gresham, and the back of the yard. They really think that's where Inglewood all this is really happening.
Right,
Like, come on.
right,
But
yeah,
again, when you have control over what can
over the
be
narrative,
fed,
yeah,
that's what we
mhm,
get.
yeah, you're right, bro.
You know
It's
what I'm
messed
saying?
up.
So, hey, this whole immigrant thing, man, has been something else, man. And I I just love humans. Like I just hate to see humans
Yeah,
being put in
treated
this
this
situation.
way. Yeah.
Like for real. Like beyond the whole political shit, it's people on this bus that got families with them. They try to figure out how they gonna feed them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just again, man, I don't like the fact that these governors feel like they can play with people's lives.
That's what I'm saying. It's y'all playing political games with people's lives, and that's super not cool.
Not cool at all.
These people
Not
are
cool.
already they have to feel like they're in a dire situation for them to even come here. You know what I'm saying? And they
Yeah.
trying to work and stuff. So
Yeah.
and everywhere you turn around, it's somebody hiring. So y'all don't want to work that's here. So shit.
Right.
I don't understand. Why you mad somebody come over here that want to work? Y'all don't want to work here. So I don't get it.
I don't know, Tish. Hey, Tish, this is America, and we gotta live in it
This is America.
until we can move to Nigeria or wherever.
Right? So we can move back home. But for us to move back home, we got to get all the white folks out.
Yeah, that's what Ludacris said. Yeah, you gotta
Oh,
get
bro,
back.
we're gonna move back over. We're gonna move over back to where Africa that's been colonized, the parts that are still under, European, control. Why I
Yeah,
can just stay over here.
pretty much.
I ain't finna go over there and deal with that bullshit because it's probably gonna be worse. No, not finna do.
Hey, listen.
That would make me upset when they be talking about like black people. Like this is okay. I know we're gonna be done, but it'd be funny. Like you have like Charlize Theron, the actress, and she
Yeah,
from South Africa. Bitch, you is not from South Africa. Okay, you are not. Stop trying to act like you're African. You're not
you're
African.
not from
You're
South.
not from. You're not from the motherland.
You
Okay,
gotta relax.
you gotta relax,
You
man.
gotta
You gotta
relax.
relax. Like I understand you were born there, but you're just the face of colonization. That's what you
Exactly.
are. Okay,
Exactly.
so you're probably from Denmark or somewhere else. Yes, where's
Yeah,
your family from? Your family is not from South
you're
Africa.
from Finland.
You're from Finland. I mean, stop it. Knock it off. You gotta relax.
Before we go, tell everybody what you did on yesterday.
Oh, what I did. Oh, I stopped by. Shout out to our guys over at Corner Convo. They they won the competition for I don't know if it's a competition or not, but they the pick for Rory and Mal show. So if you
Mhm.
podcast heads, you know that Rory and Mal, there's a popular podcast. They used to be a part of the Joe Budden podcast, but they do their own thing. So they were on tour. And so our homies, they were the opening act. So they gave us a shout out to them. So I stopped by there for a second. But it was dope though. Congrats to them. If y'all ain't check them out, they do a weekly podcast too. So those are friends. So I'm happy for them, man. That was dope though. It was good. It was good to see. I've never been to a live podcast, I don't think. So it was good to see Rory and Mal in action, and people that have been doing it for a long time. You
Mhm.
know, it makes you kind of like for us starting out, but it kind of like gives you some I don't know, like get your juices flowing, right?
Okay. Okay.
So to speak, you know what I'm saying? It
Motivating,
it
inspiring.
motivates you absolutely
Inspiring.
to what you can aspire to be. So it was dope though. They had a good crowd there, and yeah,
That's good. That's good.
shout out to them. It was good. It was good. I thought it was a good show.
Shout out to the Corner Convo podcast on that. That's huge.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was
that
big,
was
yo.
good. That was happy for them, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
So the show was good though. When
It was
Rory.
the part that I saw. Yeah, I didn't. Like I said, I didn't stay for the whole thing.
Mhm.
But I just the part that I was there for, it was good. I think
Okay.
that they were Rory is super skinny.
Really?
He's skinny. Yeah, I saw me like, yeah, he's I'm just looking at him on stage and I'm just like, this dude is skinny. Yeah, so he's real skinny and it's like you can tell that their personalities, how they are on their show, you can tell it from in the live interaction. Maul is kind of too cool for school. He laid
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. You real laid back.
And Rory always got the jokes. So
Right.
it's funny
Right.
that they did a Chicago versus. I think Chicago
Music.
versus too. Yeah.
Okay.
And so Rory kicked it off. And his first song, oh damn, what was his first song? Dang, they stayed away from R. Kelly. I know they didn't. They probably didn't. I'm like, but shit, Chicago said it's to R. Kelly, high key, but but I think what was okay. His first song, he picked the Brat. He picked the Brat.
Okay.
He should pick Funktified, but he picked What You Like. But that was a hot one though
That's a
too.
hot song. That's what I
That
was
was
talking
hot.
about.
He picked
Song.
that one, and then I think Maul he followed that with damn. Shit, I can't. I think he followed it with Hey maybe.
Oh, okay, with the flick. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So they
Okay.
played. They did. They played that, and then I think one of them had Donnell Jones, and then somebody else had Shaka Khan was in there for one.
Anybody do Dave Hollister?
Nobody did Dave Hollister.
Okay.
Um, they did Twist the song.
Okay.
And they closed it out with
Common or something, or Kanye or something.
they closed it out with they closed it out with Do or Die.
Oh, they did.
Pope
Oh,
Pimp.
shit. Who played it? I would love to
Somebody,
know who played that.
you know what? Rory was like he was just like it wasn't a part of his list. He was like before we close out, he was like, this I feel like I'm in Chicago, we gotta play this. You know what I'm saying? And so when he played Do You Want to Ride, you know that shit went up.
I know it went up. I know it went up.
You already know.
That's what's up, man. That's
Oh,
what's up.
that's what Maul played. This Maul played he played Chief Keef Sosa. I'm like, he out of control for that.
Mar OC for that, man.
He out of
OC for that.
control. He out of
He
control.
played Sosa.
The other one, that's that shit I don't like. They probably would have went crazy up
You
in it.
know they would have set up. That would have came on.
Yeah, they went crazy for that Sosa though too. But they you know, that don't like. And what's the other one that he got, bro? That everybody go crazy over them little ratchet people.
Oh, the kids love dang in this bitch. Dang in this bitch.
It's they
from the good, and they be what is that?
Yeah, I forgot the name of it. But
Dang, I can't think of that name.
Yeah.
But that's his like hit that make the whole club go crazy. All the shorties go
but I know you know what I'm talking about though. Yeah, they didn't play. He actually said they didn't play anything from Kanye. They didn't play anything from Common. They didn't play No Chance. I think they probably was trying to stay away from the popular, like the I feel like they were trying to prove that they know Chicago music outside of like.
Okay.
I feel like they were trying to prove like we know Chicago is outside of like the Chance and the Common.
Oh, that song called Finito.
Finito. Yeah.
Finito.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what it is. Well, I can see them.
It was a good show.
That probably makes sense for them to do, since they're not from here. Don't do the songs that everybody.
Exactly.
So that makes sense.
But do the songs that you know that's Chicago going. Like. Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
So it was good. I thought it was, like I said, I thought it was a good show. And again, shout out to the boys and
yeah, shout out to the homies, man. The Corner Convo, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I'm glad they got a chance to get on that stage and.
They did. And I missed. Like I said, I missed some of their part too. But what I saw, I think I saw at least half of they set, and they did good.
Okay.
Yeah, they did good. They true to themselves. So
of course, you know that.
You know, Bossy gonna always be him. Amon gonna always be him, and McKinday gonna always be him. So
right,
they did. They were. It was good.
I mean, hey, how many times did Amon? I want to know how many times Amon used the word curator.
You know what? When I was there, I don't know if he said it. He might have said it before I got there.
Oh man. Shout out to Amon. That's my homie, man.
Yeah. That's Lane Tech.
That's his favorite word, man. That dude text me, he'd be like, man, you know, we're curators, man. You know
that sounds like Amon too.
Oh man. Shout out to Amon.
Hilarious. So I'm gonna put his name like that in my phone. Amon. Hashtag or
the
curator. The curator.
The curator. He love that, man. That's his thing, man.
That's what's up though, y'all.
Well, next week, listeners, we'll be in the studio next week. Next week's show, we'll be in the studio again. We may have a guest, we may not, but next week we'll be recording from the studio. Once again, it's some of that podcast. You can find us on Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the IG page. This episode will be up as soon as we drop it, probably within the next day or two.
Yep.
YouTube will be up, so you can watch that episode on there.
Subscribe.
And make sure you hit the
all our friends that listen. I thank y'all for listening, but I need y'all to hop over to YouTube and subscribe for us.
Just hit that button, please.
Just hit that button. That's all you gotta do. Just hit it.
Hit that button.
hit that button. Yeah,
we would greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
For sure.
So, Teach, next week we back at it.
We back at it, and until then, I hope everybody have a blessed week, and we'll see y'all then
next week. Peace.